nothing wrong with anything with life. It's just that it's bloody brief. If you don't light it up, it's gone.
On a journey of soil, it feels like it is yet another thing that we add to our list. It's over.
This is not one more thing, Trevor. I've taken this up because as a generation of people, if we don't do this now, we will regret this, seriously.
How old are you?
I'm 65 now.
65? Can I say you are a little bit crazy? You do this.
Sadhguru, a mystic and visionary based in India, and over the course of 100 days, he will be traveling from Europe to India to raise awareness on soil.
Soil is the largest living system not on the planet. In the known universe, there isn't anything like that. But we've been treating it like it's some kind of a material that we can use and discard. It is about moving people on the planet.
World leaders, influencers, artists, experts, spiritual leaders and NGOs are among those who have pledged their support to the initiative.
By 2040, very clearly every responsible scientist is saying we will be producing 40% less food and our populations will be well over 9 billion. That's not a world you want to leave your children in? No.
It's a message of urgency. It's also a message of hope. I'd really like to thank Sadhguru for his leadership.
Because it is life. It is our food.
My dear brother Sadhguru, Safe Soil is truly inspiring.
Safe soil.
I request all of you to come together and join the Conscious Planet movement.
Most important thing is we as a generation of people keep the soil alive for future generations.
This is for him and his generation.
Will you make it happen?
It's come a long way, that bloke there on the left, Sadhguru, has saved the soil foundation. Brilliant stuff. That's the sort of passion, though, that we want.
How arduous this journey has been, even for me, just for this 20 minutes. I'm looking up to you even more.
भारत की परंपरा रही है कि जो यात्रा करके आता है उसको छूते हैं, आधा पुण्य आपको मिल जाता है। सद्गुरु जी ने यात्रा की, अपने आप में बहुत बड़ा काम किया है।
Spiritualist techniques have gained him a following of millions across the world.
The most positive energy person in the world today, I promise you. Like, I got energized all the way from Australia.
If you are conscious that you are on a very limited lease of time, naturally you will organize yourself to do things that you really care for. And if all of us are doing what genuinely matters to us, there's really no problem in this world.
Just one word. Love.
Right now, human potential and genius is super wasted just trying to earn a living. Even people ask me, Sadhguru, what do you do for a living? I said, what do? I breathe. I breathe and make sure my heart beats and everything else, and that's how I do for a living.
You look like certified. How you do that? What is the secret?
Little yoga, sir, we can teach you.
Whole human life is largely dedicated to the compulsions of the body and compulsions of the mind, isn't it? You're supposed to be above it. The whole science of yoga is striving to make your mind like a plain mirror, no wonkiness anywhere.
How do you describe yourself? Because people see you in different roles and…
I don't waste my time defining myself in any particular way. I'm not defined or structured in myself. This is the whole purpose of spiritual process, that you can live here without any description or definition of who you are. When you say there is a definition, you are fixed. You have become a concrete block.
I've interviewed so many people over the past 2 decades and I've never got an introduction like that. This was awesome.
Give it up, our very special guest today. Sadhguru is with…
People are using relationships to squeeze joy out of the other person.
Oh, bars! Come on, bring it,
If you were joyful by your own nature, you would naturally have wonderful relationships with anybody you meet.
That was guru talk.
Yes.
That's a Sadhguru. Sadhguru, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him. That's a life joke.
Knowing something that doesn't exist. VR is a big bull. This is the camera, is it?
You can feel it right there.
Oh, you look good in those.
You look great on those. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about.
He looks like a guy who writes.
I am not a real estate person. My real estate is in the minds and hearts of people. But we have realized that without physical infrastructure it won't work, so here we're building a small center in LA, we're building a whole spiritual city, it's 22,000 acres now, this whole place. In India, in Bangalore, we're building another facility.
The Naga is sitting here, he's a Kshetrapala. He's also the future protector of the Kshetra. We are building a whole system that it will become a spiritual possibility in its entirety. But all of you ready to do some work?
Yes!
Oh, I thought she's so wonderful, but see what she did, what he did. I'm going to that. The important thing is, what we are doing, is it significant enough? If you're very clear about that, just do it, it doesn't matter who says what, who does what. Much will happen here, if all of you put yourself.
What's your plan?
I let you be one up so that you don't suddenly say you have something important to do and get away at night.
So you're gonna turn it up on the back?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, we'll see, we'll see.
It's a pleasure to meet you virtually.
In this room, the most complex and sophisticated technology is human system.
Yes.
This is. Have you read the user's manual?
Where is it at?
It's built into the machine.
Oh, how do I get it?
You need to pay attention, you're reading inner engineering. If you want to do what truly matters to you, it's extremely important that you see my life is my karma, it's my making. Right now, if I'm making a fool of myself, it's me. So the purpose of the book is to restore the word karma to its transformational potential.
To share, I wanted to just share gratitude, and your teachings has been a blessing to us as individuals.
To be joyful, to be loving, to be blissful is not the goal of your life. It is a necessary ambience within you for your body and your brains to function at their best. It's not about what you do. Whatever you do, you must do it well, huh? Eat well, play well, study well, learn well. If you do all this, you will sleep well. Okay then. All of you girls, a lot of terrible things happening around the world, especially concerning young women. It's important that you stand up smart and strong so that future generations will live well. Hello? No entanglement, all right? Freedom is the way. Entanglement doesn't happen in life, it happens here. If you undo this, outside we can create what we want. Let's make it happen. One big movement is the Farmers Producer Organization movement. So what FPO means is, the power of scale will come to them. In the next year, we want to make this into 25,000 farmers. We need young people to stand up and make this happen. At this stage of empowerment with science and technology, the most important thing that needs to be done is raising of human consciousness. This is why yoga is needed. Yoga does not mean twisting and turning. Yoga means turning inward, touching that intelligence within you which is beyond your psychological and physiological process. This needs to happen to maximum number of people. Never before such large groups of people have gone into samyama. Over 3,000 people, if they can immerse themselves into an urge to go beyond all those things that people in the world are willing to die for and kill for. This means there is hope for humanity.
How are you, my friend? All of us, we've been changing because of you, and that's amazing. Thank you, thanks for being here.
The way humanity is empowered today, if we are not inclusive,
we are heading for a serious disaster. If you get too logical in your head, life will get constipated. You need little madness in your heart. For that, no better fuel than Shiva to set your heart on fire.
How profoundly and how exuberantly you lived, that's all there is with life. If you've not been doing that, today is the day to get ignited, to really rev it up to its fullest possibility.
If something more needs to happen, you must have the sense to step into a new terrain every moment.
I just flew in from Las Vegas this morning, like a 5 a.m. flight.
What a place to come from.
Yeah, I discovered you through, Save Soil. When you pop up on my timeline, somehow you always inspire me.
Most watch Yogi on YouTube, 2.5 billion views in the last year alone.
Yesterday need not be bad to make today good, isn't it? If you take your hands off your psychological process and simply sit here, you will get blissed out. I've been working on this, just help me to improve my percentage. People are thinking I've already done too much. For what I can do in terms of transmission, not even 2% of what I have I transmitted. So we are going to focus on individual people more and more. If we do this right, in the next decade, we can definitely create a more conscious planet.
I feel like there's something in the air around the room when he's there. It's just pleasant and it smells better and you feel better. I've never given this much attention span to anyone, like even my teacher, but every word that Sadhguru says somehow just makes sense.
Here we are at the FIFA World Cup final between Argentina and France. I think Messi handled that situation of his age gracefully. He's not thinking I should score. He's just giving the necessary passes and making the difference. That's a smart man, and I think it paid off for him.